We're doing oil change on a Ford Focus today. Got the 2 liter in it, and we got our oil from Napa 5W20 full synthetic. If you value your time more than money, you'd get the full synthetic so you don't do as much oil changes. And the better oil filter with this part number on it. Before you drain the oil, what you're going to want to do is open the fill cap. That way air can come in. That way it drains faster. And I like to pull the dipstick too. Then what you're going to do, you're going to come underneath the car and you're going to find this big piece right here. Bottom of the motor's right here. Here's your oil filter. You're going to find this drain bolt, and that's a 15 millimeter. Get a wrench or ratchet on there and break it loose. There we go. Little trick that I like to do so I don't make a mess is when I'm taking the plug out, I like to push it into where it's threaded. That way you can feel when it's completely out and you can wiggle it around. You can kind of feel some excessive play. So like right there, I can wiggle it around a lot, it's starting to drip. That's when I'll take my catch can and center it as good as I can. And when I pull, I'm gonna pull up and away at the same time. And not a drop on my hand. Generally what I like to do is I'll wipe this off because, quote me if I'm wrong here, but I do believe the tips of these are magnetic, so you may get some buildup on there, and just better to have clean threads on there because this bolt's going to be pulled in and out for the rest of the car's life, so take care of it. I never had to replace the crush gasket on it though, so other than that, just let the oil drain out for as long as you need. I like to warm the car up so it comes out better. And as soon as it stops coming out, just barely drips, just wipe it up, throw the plug back in. Got her all cleaned up. Good, go back in. And just before she seats, I like to give her a little wipe. Turn it by hand. Get this out of the way. Tighten it with the 15 mil. Just get her nice and snug. That should be good. Once you're done with that part, what you're gonna want to do is take off the oil filter. You're just gonna want to break it loose. Whew, she's tight. Hold on. There we go. Had to get 2 hands on her, but you just break her loose, and then some oil's gonna run out probably. There we go. And then, yeah, I just like to let that sit for a while until she slows down. And when I like to remove it the rest of the way, I like to take a rag around it just to get less on my hand, because this part's kind of hard to avoid oil on the hand, but some people like to take a solo cup and just grab around the oil filter with it if you're really that serious about not making a mess, but I'm not too concerned. And what I like to do is wipe up the old oil on the sealing surface, and we'll get the new one ready to go here. You're gonna crack open your oil, and well, I guess you don't have to do this part, but I love doing it, especially when the filter is facing straight up. I like to pre-fill them, so watch me make a mess on the front of my car here. There we go. Then, just like to dab my finger in it and get this seal lubricated. That way, next oil change, the ring won't stick to the block and cause a double gasket issue going down the road. So, yeah, ready to throw it in. And just a good reason to show why I do this is because I don't think you can see it on the camera very well, but you saw me fill it all the way to the top, and the filter material absorbed it, and it's only about halfway full. So, but that's why I like to do it, because if you just throw it in the engine dry, it just takes that much longer for it to get through the filter and back into the engine. So, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it up here And what you're going to want to do is get it pretty snug, but not too snug. But if it's really accessible, like this one is, I do like to go pretty tight. Right there. And now you're all done down here, so feel free to take it off the ramps if you want, or just get the hell out of here. Say hi to Jerry. Found him last week. Oh. And yeah, now we're ready for filling her up. So this bad boy takes 5 quarts of 5W20. I got the full synthetic. And if you don't got a funnel, a little trick I've seen before is, yeah, if you don't got that, what you can do is you can actually pull the dipstick and use it as a guide for the oil in here. So what you do is you pour it so it like clings to the top right here and it'll trickle its way in. But I mean, gonna be honest, a lot of the times I didn't even use a funnel or the dipstick trick. And yeah, should be good. Feel free to double check your level, but I'm telling you right now, 5 quarts. I've done at least, almost 10 oil changes on this thing and never checked it. I just knew it took 5 quarts, dumped it in, and I never had any issues. But next, what I like to do is reset the oil life and reset my mile tracker counter thing. That way I just know how far I am. And my oil change, yeah, see, oil change required. So I don't know if you can do it right now, but let's try it. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn your flash on because you're a terrible cameraman. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put your key in the run position. Don't start the engine. And to get rid of the oil change message, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come down here and I'm gonna sink both pedals to the floor at the same time. And that should give us the reset. So let's go ahead. You're just gonna hold it for a while. It's gonna feel like forever, but you do gotta hold it down and the message will go away once it's reset. There we go. Let off. And the oil life is reset. In case you didn't know, it is on a timer. It doesn't actually measure oil quality. I do believe it actually counts to like roughly 10,000 miles until it comes back up again. I could be wrong. I did not look this up. That's just from what I observed, excuse me.